Hey everyone, hello. I'm going to be very quick today. I have a concert to go to in a little bit and I'm about to meet my friend Morgan. So I'm just going to shake up this spray foundation. You guys, I'm super excited that we have an October beauty bundle that includes a full face, which is totally flawless coverage. You can choose 6 of our different foundations. We have anything from a cream, BB cream. We have the spray foundation, which is brand new and just launched this month. We have the liquid, we have pressed powder, we have loose powder, we have so many different options. You get to choose the foundation of choice. Then you do get a concealer. You do get the Perfecting Concealer, which covers up tattoos, redness, and it really definitely gets rid of those bags. Not to mention you have your choice of a hydrating primer or a regular primer, the classic face primer. And then the last but not least, you get, what else? Oh yeah, the setting tool, duh. Sorry, I get so excited, I'm like, what am I saying? And then you choose either the setting spray or you get to choose the setting powder. So you guys, I'm going to show y'all how amazing this spray foundation is, and I'm going to shake it up. And for best results and best application, they do suggest the kabuki brush. It's the perfect flexibility. It's just nice enough to where you can just spray directly on the brush, and it really makes a little bit go a long way. So I really do enjoy that. But first, before I do the spray, I do like to use my cream stick as well as a concealer. So you can literally use, like I said, our regular concealer. You want to do 2 shades lighter than your original color. And I'm just going to go ahead and work that underneath my eye. I did already put on my face primer, so I just like to kind of work that underneath. And so it just gives a little bit of a highlight. You can use the stick foundation for a concealer, concealer, and then you can do it to contour is what I meant. You can do it to contour. So you can do it from a dark color, you can do a light color, you can do the color of your foundation. Like, you can literally do so many different choices, okay? So I went ahead and cleaned up a lot of that eyeshadow underneath my eye with the cream stick. And sometimes I like to come in here, you know, after I do my face makeup and just kind of blend out my eyeshadow sometimes, because, you know, you can just mess it up just a little bit. But I do like to do my eyes before anything. That way I can just make a big of a mess, and then I can come in and clean it all up with my foundation, okay? So we went ahead and used the stick foundation as a concealer, or you can use it, you know, regular. And then now, the moment you've been waiting for, the spray foundation. I did do a little midnight premiere last night, so I'm doing like a couple sprays, and I'm going to do half my face and show y'all what this coverage does and how amazing and light and buildable this foundation is. And I'm just gonna do half of my face. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so light and it's like a dream. Like, you literally just pat on and it gives you that full coverage. It's flawless, it's light, it's buildable, it's breathable. And look at this, guys. So I know y'all can't tell, but literally I've done half of my face. I'm like trying to get that to go away. Literally, I've done half my face with the spray foundation. It's evened up a lot of my skin color. And then over here, I do have a little bit of redness, not too much, but I did use my cream stick to conceal, so that was close to my actual color. So I like to conceal my acne first and then go over with my coverage. And you can do it either way. You can go ahead and do your whole foundation and then put your concealer underneath the highlight. It's totally up to you what you like to do and kind of just mesh it all together. But this half has the spray foundation, and then this half does not. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish it up. But you want to spray it, or you want to shake it every time. And they say it just takes a couple sprays for like half your face. So as you can see, half of it is the spray foundation. Sorry, my light is a little crazy today. But this evens up my skin tone. And then over here, we have the no spray, okay? And I've already put foundation on. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat on this wonderful coverage. And this is 2 sprays that covers half my face. So I'm just going to blend this in, that spray foundation, and I'm just going to pat it on and cover up the rest of my redness going on my forehead. And of course, you know, it looks like a little bit of sunburn. I haven't even been outside that much, you guys, so it's like, you know, where the heck does this redness come from? I'm like, what is going on? So I love that it's super light. It covers very, very well. I like how it's very breathable. And you guys, it's buildable as well, like I said. It's just like it covers the redness. So smooth, you guys. Like, look at that. I love that. And that's literally just primer and barely a little bit of the cream stick as a concealer just to get rid of the color of my bags, and then I went over with my spray foundation. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so nice. But yes, I love that you just shake it up a little bit, and I kind of get my brush, you know, and I just kind of get the rest of it and kind of just pat around my nose. And then the next thing we're gonna do, guys, I kind of use a little bit of setting powder to just really finish off my look. So I'm gonna go ahead and do bronzer really quick, and then I'm gonna do blush, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the face. And I love setting my face only because it really does give that Photoshop finish. It really does give that, you know, matte feel. It's not shiny, and it just keeps your makeup on longer, guys. Like, I love setting powder. At first, I didn't know really what the big deal was about it, and I was like, okay, who cares, you know? But now that I know what setting powder does and how well it works, I cannot go without now. Okay, so I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks a little bit and just kind of pucker them out, and then just kind of, you know, work in that bronzer. Okay? Work it in the little line, okay? And then that way it just already looks like you're shaving off a couple pounds, all right? Because at least with me, I'm just like, all right, you know, I can make it look a little more slim. I can do some slimness. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the blush. I know my makeup is crazy, my makeup routine, because I'm trying to find my blush, my regular blush, but I don't think I'll find it. So let's go ahead and use a darker kind of blush, which I know this one's so dark, you guys, and I'm sorry that my light keeps going janky, but y'all, look at this. I broke my dark blush. I'm so sad, but thank goodness it doesn't take much at all. I can just barely tap, you know, and just throw a little bit of color on there. And I'm not trying to do much because this blush is so dark and I can't find my other one, so I just kind of like to press that on. But, you know, I'm going to a concert, so I'm like, why not get crazy and make it look just like a rock star, right? I know it's too much, but if you want to, you can always come in with some loose powder or some pressed powder, and you can kind of mesh together the bronzer, the blush, and you kind of just set everything. But this isn't the setting powder yet. Sometimes I come in here to just kind of even out my skin tone, kind of mesh everything together, neutralize my bronzer and my blush. Because look at that. It's starting to fade away. Remember how pink it was looking a minute ago? And look how subtle it's starting to look. And you can kind of shape around that bronzing and the blush. So it's like you really just want to, you know, shape it, color it, and then set it, right? So I think that's really pretty because I think it's just vital for me to like set underneath my eyes and around my nose. But I'm so dry in these areas, so I really have a hard time wearing powder. But if I use a serum, then I can definitely, you know, go the extra mile and use loose powder or pressed powder. And since I'm out of the pressed powder, I started to use loose. And you guys, it is so breathable. It's light and it's elegant. Like, it literally gives you the color. I'm like, what the heck is this little hair? Sorry, you guys. It's like sticking to me. I feel like my skin is so fresh that it's like, ooh, it's sticking, it's sticking. Okay, anyways, I'm trying to get that off. It's going to drive me nuts, right? I'm not trying to mess up anything because I'm trying to set my face over her. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to get a different brush and kind of just brush these little hairs away. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the face with the setting powder now, all right? So we're going to reduce our shine that's going on right now. We're going to set our makeup in place. And it's really going to give that Photoshop finish. And what I'm doing is kind of stippling this powder. So you want to twirl, tap, and then press into the skin, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and press that into the skin quickly. And you don't want a lot. You just want a little bit, enough to absorb those oils. You want enough to set your face. And look at that. It's already starting to look so fresh in Photoshop, guys. Like, look at this. My skin, I promise you, is not this clear. Like, up close, y'all will be like, oh, okay, wow, you know? Like, I'm serious. This is amazing stuff. And it can literally go really, you know, really fast if you just want to pat your face. And, guys, you can literally just leave it on for like a minute or two and then go ahead and rub away all the extra. But I like doing this because it really gives that poreless, flawless look. and it reduces my shine, which I have all the time because I start to sweat during my process with my makeup. So I'm like, no, I'm trying to put you on, and I'm sweating, and sometimes I'm really oily and sometimes I'm really dry, so it just does not do me justice. But this setting powder does wonders, you guys. If you're very oily, I suggest getting it. If you're more on the dry side, I definitely suggest a setting spray because it's going to really hydrate you, keep you refreshed during the day. It just gives you a little bit of moisture, and you can just have, that light primer mist, and you can set your makeup as well. So there's 2 different ways that you can do that setting powder, or setting spray, sorry. Am I getting tongue-tied? Okay, so I've done the face, I've set it. So after a couple minutes, I usually, because depending on how long I have to get ready, I go ahead and come in and brush away all the extra powder that is just laying on my skin. Okay? You want to brush it away, that way nothing's left on the surface and it just blends in. And that way it just absorbs. And look at that, you guys. Look how pretty that is with just a little bit of coverage, a little bit of setting powder, and I feel like I can rock the day and I'm not worried about sweating later. Like, I literally feel like I'm double, triple set, okay? So I like to use that, and that's pretty much all I do. And then pretty much I'm going to use my dark, bold lip, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it on in the pictures, and then I'll show y'all. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fly, you guys. I got to go. But if y'all are interested in the spray foundation, I definitely got more samples in. I have all types of samples from, light, medium, dark, and deep shades. So if anyone would like samples, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Not to mention, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of highlight in the corner of my eyes. That way it just gives an extra pop to my makeup. And I always like to do this last. I like to do this last, that way it's nice and fresh on top of my foundation, and I'm not worrying about it mixing in, and looking weird. So I just do this last minute, and then I just kind of do my lip last minute, and then we are set and good to go, you guys. But anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday night. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all want to, y'all can share this video. I do have the October beauty bundles. I have 10 available bundles that I'm doing for y'all. Like I said, you can get the spray foundation as an option. You can get loose powder, pressed powder, BB cream. You get the concealer of the color of choice. You get to choose from 2 different kinds of primer. Not to mention, you do also get a setting powder or a setting spray. So you can choose and customize your own bundle. And I love that it's literally on sale for like 50, 60 bucks off, you guys. I think it's almost about 60 bucks off, and it's all this month. So if you are definitely interested, just drop October below. If y'all just want the spray individually, just drop spray below. I definitely have samples to match you. So if the samples, if you are a certain color in our liquid foundation, you're still going to be that color in the spray. And the same thing for our cream stick. So if you're in, you have one shade, you're going to match in all of them. So just FYI. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and log off. If y'all want to, y'all can replay this to see the spray foundation coverage. I thought it covered pretty dang well. And I used just a tad of loose powder to really kind of mesh my bronzer and blush together. And then I just set my whole makeup, that way I could just, prep it, perfect it, and set it. So anyways, I love you all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.